Hi guys, so I'm filming this a bit early because I feel a bit okay today. My throat is gone again, which apparently is part of fibro, but there we go. So this video is going to be the 12 things I hate and love about Christmas. And now, obviously, not everyone's going to agree with me with this. This is just my personal feeling. So I'm going to start with the things I love and then I'm going to do the things I hate. So the first thing I love is Christmas jumpers. I love the different designs. I love how you can go to town and you can see loads and loads of different ones, and how different people pull off like what we would class as really ugly sweaters kind of thing, and how other people make their own. I just think it's lovely, especially seeing kids and stuff in them, and seeing people just generally in the Christmas spirit. You know, you don't see them get in a hype about Valentine's Day or Easter or anything, but seeing everyone dressed in Christmas hats or, you know, Christmas jumpers or something really kind of helps the Christmas spirit grow. Second one is Coca-Cola trucks. I think everyone's the same that, you know, when the Coca-Cola advert comes on, the Coca-Cola trucks, it's a sign that Christmas is on its way. So we definitely look forward to seeing that. And when we lived in Somerset, we actually travelled to Exeter one day because the Coca-Cola truck was there. You could stand in a huge queue and get your photo taken with the Coca-Cola truck, and they were projecting your photos onto the side of the truck. Once they were taken in, you could go on their website and save your photo, but the queue was just horrendous. I think it was about a 3-hour queue. I mean, they were giving out the little kind of treat size Cokes for free, but it just really wasn't worth it. So we kind of stood in front of the truck, like where people were kind of barricaded off from touching the truck, because when you had your photo done with them, you kind of stood on this little platform that said like to North Pole kind of thing, and it was stood beside the truck, whereas we just kind of stood in front of the actual lorry of the truck so you could see the side and just took photos like everyone else was doing. But yeah, it does travel around the different cities and stuff. It's not coming to Derby this year. I think it's in Nottingham this year, but we probably won't go and see it this year. We're probably going to see it next year. Third one is Christmas songs. I love Christmas songs, like when you turn on the TV and you hear them, you turn on the radio and you hear them, you go in shops and you hear them. It just really gets me in the Christmas spirit. You can't help but sing along to them if you're like walking around the shopping centre and you hear it. It just gets me in the Christmas spirit. In fact, I've even got Christmas, 100% Christmas, which is on Vivo at the moment for the first like hour in the morning. So we've got that on at the moment. Number 4 is Christmas films. I absolutely adore Elf. Adore the Raymond Briggs Father Christmas movie, which is usually on, it's only a short movie, but it's usually on around Christmas or on Christmas Day. I always love that. I've actually bought that on DVD for Libby because I loved that as a kid, and I remember going to the library and getting the book out. So I think we've actually got the book and the film this year. Number 5 is decorating the tree. Especially this year of Libby. Last year she was too young to do it. This year she's really tried to help out. So we gave her the decorations, and she decorated like the lower tree, and she was putting the tinsel on, and I just loved seeing how excited her little face was to decorate the tree. So yeah, I love that. Oh, pardon me. Sorry guys. So number 6 is the joys of kids at Christmas. You know, it is majoritively kind of for kids. I know it's obviously got the Bible meaning and stuff, but the joy of kids at Christmas, how they get so excited to see Santa in the grottos, they get so excited to see the lights in the shopping centre, they get so excited to see the tree go up, and on Christmas Day how they get so excited, you know, to see Santa's footprints or see that the mince pie they left out has been eaten, and the presents, the look on their face. I just can't wait for it, because Libby was quite young last year, so she wasn't really into it this year. She's into it a lot more, so I think she's going to absolutely love it this year. Number 7 is giving gifts. I've always been somebody that has been brought up to be kind and be caring, and if I can cheer somebody up, whether that be with a gift or doing something, I will. So seeing the joy on people's faces when I give gifts, you know, that means more to me than getting presents back or anything like that. Number 8 is receiving cards. I absolutely love receiving cards. Biggest thing of Christmas is I love to receive a card. I don't expect a present off of anyone, but I do like the idea of having a card. It's just something you can keep that's kind of light. It doesn't take up a lot of room to store, and it means that they've actually thought of you to take the time to write that card. So I like those. Number 9 is decorations all around town. There's no other time of the year where the whole of your town decorates, and everyone kind of does it. And at Christmas, can you stop that? At Christmas, it's the only time where all the lights are out, all the shops have got the same kind of displays, everything like that. It's the only time that they all kind of pull out the stops and they all go together, so I really love doing that. and walk around town and seeing that. Number 10 is family. Obviously, spending a whole day with the family. You know, you're not expected to do all the housework. I mean, for us, with Matt working Monday to Friday and then sometimes doing overtimes on Saturdays, you know, it becomes like Saturday and Sunday is our kind of, if I haven't managed to get all the washing up or whatever done, or the washing, or hoovered the house or something, it tends to be on weekends, so you don't really tend to sit down. Don't draw on the walls with that. You don't really tend to sit down and relax. So it's Christmas Day, you do kind of sit down and relax a bit more. You obviously don't in the way that, you know, all the hype about getting the presents down and, you know, making sure Santa's got the presents and making sure Santa's got his drink and all that lot the night before. But the actual day is kind of quite relaxing, I suppose, in a way, apart from the cooking part of it. Number 11 is traditions. So I love how different families have different traditions. So it could be Christmas Eve boxes, it could be opening one present on Christmas Eve, it could be all getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. For us, it's pretty much the stockings. We always have a stocking, and we always have chocolate coins in the stocking, and you've always got to have a cuddly toy sticking out the top of the stocking. That's our kind of tradition. So yeah, I just love those kind of things. And the last one is number 12. You can snack and eat like a pig and nobody questions it, nobody looks down on you. It's the one kind of day of the year that I suppose people don't look down on you, if that makes sense. Any other time of the year, if you went out and didn't have a proper dinner, say at lunchtime or dinner time, you had Pringles or, you know, chocolates and biscuits and stuff like that, they'd be like, what the hell are you doing? But it seems to be on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, it's kind of acceptable to eat crap, and they don't like look at you and go, oh, why are you eating that kind of thing, because everyone does it. So I think I like how, you know, you have like two kind of really, really cheat days where you can do whatever you want kind of thing. If you want to eat chocolate for breakfast, you eat chocolate for breakfast. You know, you just do what you want on that day. So the 12 things I hate. One is untangling lights. No matter how nicely, thank you baby, no matter how nicely you put away your lights the year before, you can guarantee they are always going to be tangled. And the time you spend untangling them and then checking if the lights work, and I think, oh, it's something that bugs me. So I don't like that one. 2 is the song Driving Home for Christmas is played everywhere in every store. Now, obviously, All I Want for Christmas Is You is played a lot, but I can kind of accept that because it's a well-known song, everyone sings along to it, that kind of thing. Driving Home for Christmas by Christopher, my mum loves it. The thing for me is it seems to be overplayed. Every shop I go into is playing it, on the TV and the radio playing it, and it's just one of those songs that I feel has kind of, thank you baby, has been way, way, way overplayed, so now I don't particularly like listening to that song. Number 3 is glitter. Oh my dear God, everything at Christmas is covered in glitter, and I don't know if you guys are like me. Personally, I don't like glitter that much. I mean, I don't mind it on a few cards and stuff, but I mean, we were looking for a tree topper and everything was covered in glitter, and I just didn't want it covered in glitter. I just wanted a plain metal tree topper, but everything was covered in glitter. All your decorations are covered in glitter, so you know, when you buy them, the bags are covered in glitter, whatever else was in the bag is covered in glitter, your cards are covered in glitter, your decorations covered in glitter. So then when you take down your tree, I think your whole house has got glitter for the next like 3 months in the carpets and everything, because you just cannot get it out. And it's different if you've only got 1 or 2 things that are glitter, but 90% of decorations are covered in glitter. You know, you've now got the gift bags, the cards, the wrapping paper, the ribbon, everything is covered in glitter, so you just get covered in it all the time, and it does annoy me because I am fearful of, in a way, Libby picking it up and or having it on her hand and eating it. I know it's only tiny, but I just don't like it. And also our cat, you know, Nanu does like to lick and stuff like that, and I'm just afraid he's going to get glitter and he's just going to hurt himself or something, which probably isn't going to happen, but yeah. Number 4 is the overpriced items. I swear that if you want to buy something for Christmas, by putting it as a Christmas present or around Christmas, they just up the prices. Now, this is actually true because last year we were looking at a tree in B&Q, and it was online from October, and it was $29.99, and I thought, I'm just going to keep an eye on this, see if they put this up. It wasn't a special tree, it was just a 6-foot tree, and it was $29.99. And then 3 weeks before Christmas, it went up to $89.99, and then they said save £20 on the price. So it was still going to be more than what it originally was. And then in the sale, they had it down to $49.99 in January. So it was still hyped more than what, and cost more than what it should have done in the first place. So I can see a lot of companies do overprice items just before Christmas, so then when they do their sales, they do get the original price that they're asking for it, kind of thing. Number 5 is the hype over the John Lewis advert. I have never shopped in John Lewis in my life. I don't think I ever will. But the hype over what's the advert going to be this year, it just is pathetic in my eyes. It's a freaking Christmas advert. I know everyone looks forward to seeing all the shops' Christmas adverts, and like the Littlewoods one Libby loves at the moment. And I think it's the Snot one from Smith's Toys. I know you can buy the Snot toy, and like obviously the Aldi one has come out with, is it Kevin the Carrot? So you can now buy the cuddly toys and the chocolates and the bags of Kevin. I get that every store is going to have a Christmas advert, but what is this hype about John Lewis? It's meant to be like the Christmas advert. This is the main Christmas advert, and it's like, it's a freaking advert on TV. A lot of us don't pay attention to it. We'll probably watch it the first time, and then after that, it's the kind of time where you get up and have a cup of tea, or make a cup of tea, or, you know, take your plates out after dinner or something. You don't sit there and watch every single advert. So I just don't see the hype on it. And they spend like I think it's £17,000 or something like that, like excessive amount of money on these stupid freaking adverts that a lot of the time people don't watch. So that annoys me in a way. Number 6 is finding the end of sellotape while you're wrapping. Now, a lot of people have got tape dispensers, but I don't know about you, but when I use a tape dispenser, you go to rip it off and it'll fold on your finger or anything like that, so it annoys me. But then also, if you don't use a tape dispenser, trying to find the end of that sellotape is a pain in the ass. I did have those sellotape things that you stick on your hand where they pulls out a strip. That's fine, but you struggle to get the refills for them, and you're going to use a hell of a lot of sellotape over Christmas, so that annoys me. Number 7 is posting parcels. I mean, everyone is sending off parcels at Christmas. I get that. I mean, we have family down in Somerset and Devon, so we send off parcels ourselves. What annoys me is people are not prepared when they send off parcels. I mean, I may be the exception. I will wrap the parcel, I will seal the parcel, I will address the parcel, I will put the from on the parcel, and I'll roughly weigh it so I know I've got like 6 small parcels or whatever. So when I go in, I can do it pretty damn fast. I mean, yesterday I sent off 16 parcels and it took me about 4 minutes, and that was weighing every parcel, just like booking in, you know, small parcel, second class, standard, then putting in the postcode, then putting in the number or the name of the house, and getting proof of postage. You know, I'm pretty quick on it because I know what I've got now. But it's the people that go in with a lot of things, and then obviously the post office are like, have you got a from label on the back, or have you written who it's from? And they're like, oh no, I better do that now. Then they write on it, and then they go, oh, what's inside? Oh, what's so and so? Oh, well, you can't post that. You should not be know, but if you post parcels, you should know what can and cannot be posted. So then they end up like ripping open the parcel and then taking out a certain thing, or they can't remember what they put in it, or they're arguing about the weight because it should be cheaper than what they think it is because of the weight, but they haven't accounted for it. That kind of stuff annoys me. I mean, I know a lot of people just want to get in, post the parcel and get out. And a lot of people do be aware of the sizes and the weights and stuff, but the people that don't, that's who annoy me. Number 8 as well is long queues. No matter where you go, it's not just a normal queue, it's a massively long queue, and the closer you get to Christmas, the longer the queues get. This is one of the reasons why I do buy my Christmas presents throughout the year. I mean, everyone's going to queue. Everyone's going to queue. That's not a hassle. It's just the excessive amount of queues coming up to Christmas. Like, you'd normally queue. That's not a problem. That's part of life. But what I'm saying is these people that end up, you go, oh, I've got an hour in my lunch break or whatever. I'm just going to go grab this, this and this. And then you end up queuing for your entire lunch break. And it's just like, what's the point? Or, oh, I've just got 2 hours. I'm just going to pop into town to get milk, bread, this, and pop in that store and have a quick look. And then like 4 hours later, you just come back out because of the amount of queues. So it does bug me, but I totally understand that people are buying extras. Like, I suppose Valentine's Day is a bit more busy in jewelers and chocolatiers and stuff. But yeah, that's something that annoys me. Number 9 is the paper hats and crackers. I have never liked the paper hats. I never will like the paper hats. Most of the time when you go to put one in your head, they rip apart. It's a thing of, you must wear this. I'd much rather wear a Santa hat all day than I would wear those stupid paper hats out of crackers. Because every time I put them on, I tend to have my hair up in a bun, as you guys have seen, or a high ponytail. And a lot of times if you try to put the hat over that, it'll just rip, and then, oh, it's just annoying. So yeah. Number 10 is sprouts. I can't abide sprouts. We had them last year because Mum was having dinner with us, but we will not be having them this year. Yeah, I just can't abide them. I just don't like, a lot of my food is not because I'm really picky, it's because I don't like the texture, not necessarily the taste. I just don't like the texture. And sprouts is one of those. Number 11 is wrapping loads of prezzies. Now, I've tried to be organised this year, and I've tried to wrap a lot of presents early. So I've kind of bought them and then tried to wrap them. So this year in October, I was wrapping presents and I was writing cards. It's annoying when you've kind of bought all your Christmas presents and you've left them to one side, and then you're in December and you're like, oh my god, I've now got all these presents to wrap, and it's going to take you hours, and you're trying to work out around your schedule when you can wrap them and stuff. That's what bugs me. I think we should kind of try and be as prepared as we can. Even if, like, come October, you're wrapping like 2 presents a night or something. Try and prepare yourself and help yourself out as much as possible. I mean, we had the fold down plastic baskets. So as I bought stuff, they got put into each basket. So one was for Libby, one was for Matt, you know, that kind of thing. Or there was Mum and Matt in one, that kind of thing. And then as of October, I used to spend about half an hour every couple of days just wrapping a few, and I'd keep them in that basket with a little note on the basket saying this is this person's, or I would write the tag and stick it on the wrapped present, and it just made it so much more easier because I'm now not going to be rushing. And number 12 is tidying up the mess of wrapping paper on Christmas Day. We all hate this, but we never actually say we do. And a lot of the I don't know if your rubbish people are the same as ours. They allow you to have extra bags coming up to Christmas and just after Christmas. So you have to have it, for ours, you have to have it open so they can see. So if you put it in a black bag, you have to have it open so they can see it's paper, and they will take it on that day. I've actually gone to Poundland this year, and they've got massive, great big sacks that are made of thick paper, and I'm going to use that as my wrapping paper sack. But last year I used one of the massive present bags. I did get that from Poundland, and I just, you know, it was used for a present anyway, and then it just got ripped slightly, so I just chucked it all in there, and I found that was the easiest way to do it. So I just feel having an empty box that you wrap in Christmas wrapping paper to chuck the wrapping paper in as you open it is a good idea. Or having a gift bag or one of these big bags like I got from Poundland. It's ideal. It just saves you a lot of time, because otherwise you kind of unwrap it, you chuck it all in the middle of the room, and then you're there for ages like picking up, and you always find like the little scraps. You pick up the big bits and then there's like a little scrap here and there's a little scrap there, and it annoys me. So I just find chucking it into the bag originally is just easier. So that's my 12 things I love and hate about Christmas. You may not agree with me or anything about them, but this is my own decision. As usual, I'm going to be putting a shout out to at least 4 people in the description box below. I've done that on every single one of my vlogs apart from the first, I think it's like 5. Some of it is up and coming YouTubers, some of them are ones that have been going for a little while. It's just people that I like to watch. I'm just trying to kind of get them out there, see if people like them the same as me. So if you like them, go and subscribe. If you like me, subscribe, and I'm going to be back with a new video soon, guys. Bye.